All right, it's that time again. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. I'm calling this an afternoon. All right, welcome to the Keto Mom page. If you watch my live this morning, I look the same. I had just got done working out. And I really wanted to come on here and pretend like I had my life all together. I have not changed after my workout, but we did get some school done, so that's a positive, and some yard work done. So for those of you who are brand new to the page, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and we have been on this keto low-carb journey for over 6 years, basically just sharing with you what we have learned, whether it's recipes or different tips or tricks or anything along the way. We've just said, hey, here's what we've learned. Here, try this. And there's no Pinteresty, perfect looking lifestyle. It's been a one day at a time, one meal at a time, and learning as we go. And oftentimes, you get me in all of my workout glory and homeschool glory and non-showered glory. Good thing this is not a scratch and sniff, because I have been doing yard work. And if you know that we live on a lake, we have been putting all of our water toys away. So we have a 40-acre lake we've been super blessed with. We love it, and we had an entire water system like toys out there, and we've been pulling them in and cleaning them and deflating them, and it has been a lot of work. But to whom much is given, much is expected. We are expected to take care of the things we are blessed with, right? And so as you're tuning in, I think you're laughing at my little good thing. This is not a scratch and sniff. I am going to shower because my girls have volleyball games tonight, and I probably should be the mom that's not stinky. But anyways, I'm coming on here because every day I've been shaking up ketones. I'm actually going to shake up a flavor I found in the cupboard today. Do you say cupboard or like pantry? So actually it was just on a shelf hiding. And so I'm going to shake up a flavor that was more of a spring summer flavor. So you maybe have never seen it and you can't get it right now actually anyways, but I'm going to shake it up anyways because I thought it would be fun to shake up a new flavor for you. In general, I have been drinking these ketones for 6.5 years. They're incredible. It is a tool. It puts you in ketosis in under an hour. It's a matter of putting it in some water, shaking or stirring, drinking it, and then you've got ketones in your body, in your system, which helps with energy, focus, appetite control, better mood, better sleep. It's incredible. So as I'm sharing with you, I'm going to talk with you today about how to get your spouse on board, or maybe it's a friend or somebody. Like, I often have people say, how do I get somebody to join me? Or how do I get my mom to do this with me? She really needs some fat loss, or she really complains all the time and she just needs some help, or he or she or my husband or my wife or whoever, right? The question is, how do I get somebody to join me? Usually it falls under a spouse or somebody that you're living with, right? And I had a really great story told to me today. One of my friends, I had a great conversation this morning with my friend Jolene, and she had some great coaching from one of her mentors. And she told me a story that was used just in a general sense, but I'm going to use it right here on your health journey because I was like, that is an incredible analogy and I have to share it. And did you know that if you take something that you've learned, even if you don't understand it perfectly, but anytime that you can take something that you've learned and you can reteach it, you're anchoring it into yourself even more to where therefore you're going to use it or you're going to remember it. The sooner you take what you've learned and you reteach it or you use it and put action behind it, you'll remember it. You're going to anchor it. You're going to utilize it. So I thought I have to share this story because I love it. So as I'm stirring up my mom fuel, if at any point you want to know more about my mom fuel in the future, just post 5 in the comments. I'll send some videos for you to watch. They're short videos from some of the doctors and scientists. And then I would love to, I'm going to connect with you on your goals and what you're looking for and making sure you understand it. But post 5 in the comments and I'll tell you more about my mom fuel in a second. But here's what I want you to understand. My friend was coached this morning, and the question was, how do you change somebody? Like, can you change somebody? How do you, like, when you feel like I'm going this way and this person's going this way, or we're not quite meeting together. And so he had said this. He said, listen, what happens if you walk outside? So right now, let's say you walk outside and let's say you have a tree in your yard, but the tree is tilted funny and it's not supposed to be growing this way. And if it keeps growing, I mean, it's not how the tree's supposed to go this way, but the tree is going this way, right? So what happens if you try to go outside and you grab that tree, the whole tree, and you try to make it straight? What's going to happen to the tree? It's going to break or it's going to crack, right? Because the tree's already this way. It's implanted, it's embedded, it's got its roots way down. It's an older tree, right? And so the advice he gave her is he said, listen, you can't force anybody to do anything. And I think we know this, right? Especially with our older age and the way that we all get stuck in the ways that we do things. I mean, we should all be open to change, but you know what I mean, right? So if you try to move the tree, you're going to crack it or you're going to break it. You're going to sever the tree. Same thing with the people that are around you. If you are being boisterous about your diet or your lifestyle, or if you're being angry or mad or like, why aren't you supporting me? Why aren't you helping me? Why aren't you eating this way? You keep complaining that you're fat, but you're not doing anything about it. Like if you're going after the person that isn't joining you or the person that you hear griping about their life, but they're not willing to change, and you're trying to yank them over your way, you're going to break them. You're going to crack them. You're going to sever the relationship. There's got to be a supportive role from you in order to have somebody join you. What I mean by that is this. If you try to go after them, it's going to break, just like the tree, right? It's not going to work. Nobody wants to be told exactly what to do. People want to have their own ideas. They want to make sure it was there. Like, I'm going to decide when I'm going to make the change. I don't want anybody else to tell me, right? And so here's a couple things that you can do to help support the person that you want to join you. So for example, you're not going to go outside and yank the tree straight because you'll break it. But what you can do is you can go outside to your tree and you can put a supportive brace underneath, right? And every week or two, you can move the brace ever so slightly with much grace and poise. And eventually the tree, with some bracing and supporting and patience and consistency, eventually the tree will learn how to grow upwards. I hope this is making sense. Is this making sense? So what that looks like in your life, if you feel like I'm all by myself, my spouse isn't supporting me, I want them to do this with me, I want you to think about you as the support, right? You're not going to break them. You're not going to sever the relationship. You're not going to be angry. You're not going to force it. You're going to be the support. And what that looks like is, number one, you don't need to bark at anybody about what you're eating or what you're doing. You can simply share if they ask you, right? You don't have to walk into the coworkers' lounge and you don't have to walk into the lounge at your office and be like, I'm keto and I cannot eat those donuts. I cannot believe that you're eating those. Because some people are very boisterous, like, you almost made me feel degraded that I ate. What if that was like the first time I had a sweet treat in a month, right? So people learn more. More is caught than taught. Is that how it is? People are watching you. Your family is watching you. They're observing you. They're seeing you do the action first. They're not going to just follow your words, but they're going to watch you do it first. And if they watch you do it and they see you consistently doing it and changing, so no barking at people, no making them feel less than just because they're not on the same journey as you are. Sorry, ignore the fly. Number two, be positive about it. I get to do this. Oh, I get to go for my walk. I get to go work out. Oh, yes. Let's say you're at a restaurant and everybody's eating, all of the fried food around you. And you're like, I get to have this salad. I'm so thankful. I feel great when I make good choices. Be positive, right? If you're going to sit there and you want somebody to join you and you're constantly going, oh, I have to eat the broccoli. I can't believe you're eating those French fries in front of me. You know I'm on a diet. Like, people are watching you. Your spouse is watching you. They're going to be more apt to join you if you're supportive, if you're positive, if you're not barking down their throat. And if you're going to encourage them, little things, like let's say you order vegetables and they don't love them, you could say, hey, I actually figured out a way to make these Brussels sprouts taste great. Why don't you try one? What? Okay, why don't you try one, right? Encourage them to try it with you. Stop talking about how fat you are or how fat they are. Hey, I feel so great. Man, I didn't realize when I started this lifestyle, I could go for a longer walk. I can go for a bike ride. Did you know I walked up those stairs and I wasn't even out of breath? Oh my goodness, I can't wait. We're going on a vacation in December and look at these pants fit. I feel so great. Like what happens if you like switched the words and switched your mindset, and in order for you to get support of somebody else, I feel like you're looking at it the wrong way. That person isn't there to support you. You're there to support them and encourage them, to help them hopefully join you. And if they don't ever do it, guess what? We've got to be able to find the inner desire and the inner strength to keep us going, even if we're by ourselves. That's why you can tune in here. Every single person that's on here is on some type of low-carb keto journey. Every person on here is hoping to probably get healthier or stronger or fitter or thinner, right? And so plug into a community of people that are all on the same boat. They're all going forward. Connect with some people on social media. Go, hey, you look super nice. Looks like you're a mom. I'm a mom. I'd love to connect with you. I'm looking for an accountability partner. Or just tune in here and go, hey, this is my check-in. Take it on your own role to go, this is my day 60. Hey, how long has everybody been on here doing this? I'd love to know. How long have you been on this low-carb keto journey? Share below. Has it been a week? Has it been a year? Because we're here to work together, right? This isn't just my journey. It's all of your journeys. And while we would love to have everybody in our home on the same supportive path, guess what? Everybody has their own timeline. You guys, my husband started his keto journey 2 years before I joined him. We had a baby, and I did not join him until she was 18 months. And actually, I helped him fail miserably. I ate lots of crap in front of him. I was not supportive. I helped him fail often. I would make meals that I knew were not lined up with his goals. That was rude of me. I didn't want to do it. I didn't understand it. It felt like a lot of work and overwhelming, but he never pushed me to do it. He would be like, finally it got to the point where he was like, nope, I'm going to do this. It's okay. I'll come home and make my own food. And I was like, I feel like a bad wife. I should probably help. He never was rude. He never was hurtful. He never said I had to join him. And then gradually he'd be like, why don't you try the broccoli? And I'd be like, I hate broccoli. He's like, you've never had it. I'm like, I know you're right, but it's green and I don't like anything green. And so if you can just switch your attitude and your mindset to go, okay, I'm going to be encouraging. I am their support. They're the tree that's growing this way, because clearly they should probably want to get healthy, right? So I'm going to help them start getting healthier by being their support and not the nagging person that maybe I have been in the past. So just pay attention to what you say. Lead by example. Encourage them. Say, hey, try this. And lastly, I would just, vision boards. If you have your vision board up in your home, other people in your home can see it. They can see what you're going after, right? That's encouraging to other people. Put little Post-it notes around your house, like little sayings like, don't mess up good for perfect. Put it on your refrigerator. Or, am I hungry? Ask yourself, am I hungry or am I bored? Maybe any positive quotes that really make you think before you eat, or really make you think before you act out of emotions. Get Post-it notes and put them on your mirror, in your car, saying, do you really need to go out to eat, or can you go home and make something? Put them on your microwave, put them on your refrigerator, put them on the snack cupboard, right? Be the encourager, be the support, lead by example. And you might be shocked at how many family members or coworkers, friends eventually follow you because they've seen you be consistent over time. So that is my keto tip of the day. For whatever it's worth, a handful of you are like, I don't know how to encourage my spouse. I don't know how to get them on board. You can't force. It's going to take time and patience, but they will join you when they're ready, if they are ever ready. And if they're not, guess what? This is your journey, not theirs, right? Okay, last question is, yes, my kids eat what we eat. So in the very beginning, you guys, I never talked about being fat. And this could even be parents to kids. I did not talk about being fat. I did not talk about being overweight. My husband didn't say, like, he wanted to lose 50 pounds, but it wasn't daddy's food. We just said, you know what? When I decided to get on board, we're going to all get healthy together. So I said, every time I make something, mommy's learning, I'm going to try a new vegetable. We're all going to try a new vegetable. And we tried it together. And so we tried broccoli and we tried cauliflower and we tried all of the things. It never was a diet to us. It was like, why don't we all get healthy and strong? Eventually, as the girls have grown up, they're 14, 12, 10, and 8. Of course, we've got 4 daughters. That comes with a lot of working through hormones and working through even just images, like how they look and what they want to look like. And we're constantly reinforcing their body image and how they should feel and taking care of their body now so they don't have to fall into the trap of taking care of it when they're an adult, right? So I do coach our girls on paying attention to if you're hungry, if you're not. We talk about the importance of not eating a lot of crap, but you can have a treat, but you don't need 5 cupcakes. Why don't you have 1? Hey, let's drink water. Let's not drink. We don't buy pop. We don't buy juice. We just keep healthier snacks in our home. We're not perfect. The girls are not keto. They don't track their food, but they eat salads for lunch. They eat fish for lunch. My 14-year-old daughter is very focused on being healthy and getting strong. So she works out. She runs on the treadmill. She's eating low-carb wraps with meat and cheese in them. She's eating when she's hungry. She's looking up healthy recipes to make, and I don't think that's bad. Some people say, do you feel like you're going to give your kids a stigma? And I say, no. I feel bad if kids aren't taught how to be healthy now, because then guess what? They're going to be in the same place you are today. I'm not trying to be rude about it. I'm just saying, if you can't have an honest conversation with your child, I don't know the statistics in America, and maybe you're not from America, but it's not a secret that our country is overweight. It's not a secret that children are. And again, I'm not trying to be a rude mom or say that your kids need to be on a diet. I'm just simply saying it is super important. And so whether your child is 8 or 7 or 9 or 12 or 16, you for sure can lead by example and help them understand the power of food. And if you can do it right now, they don't have to deal with it when they're your age, right? And so it's not you never get a treat. There's plenty of treats every single time we step out our door. There's no shortage of sugar anywhere. I never say, no, you can't have that. If they ever have something too much at a party and one of my daughters will say like, oh, I feel like garbage, my stomach hurts. And I'm like, go to the bathroom. You're probably going to get flushed out. How many cookies did you eat? 5? Do you think that was a wise choice? No. But she needs to figure it out. She needs to figure out how to eat 1 and not 5. She needs to figure out how her body's feeling and how it's reacting to food. And they know that, and they're learning, right? I would easily love to have 5 cookies, but I know that if I do, it's going to seriously mess up my stomach. And so, I don't know, that was kind of a tangent. I don't make more than 1 meal. We make 1 meal, and we eat basic tacos, different things like that. So it's not like it's terrible meals. They're great. And our kids have learned to love veggies. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions at all along lifestyle or foods, continue to tune into the page for recipes. I'd love for you to press the share button so you can invite other people to join you on the journey and to follow along and have support. And if you want to know more about my mom fuel, which I forgot to tell you what this one tastes like, it's a spring flavor, so you can't get this one right now. But it's good. Elderflower Blackberry. Tastes like blackberry. It's delicious. But this is my tool. I love it. I honestly feel like it makes me a better mom. It helps me keep up with our daughters. It helps me stay calm, but also have the energy to never take a nap in my entire life because I don't have time to sleep. Period.com. I've got stuff to do. So if you want to know more at all about my mom fuel, if you want to know about a trial pack, if you just want to talk, I'd love to talk to you. So post 5 in the comments. Reach out with any questions that you have. I hope you guys have an incredible afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.